If this is one of those days, I'm really glad you're here. This is Kallaborate, where joy becomes your foundation. Not the loud kind of joy, but the kind you build, piece by piece, after life changes everything. I'm Francene, and I'm walking this with you. When I talk about joy, I don't mean happiness. I mean the quiet decision to keep going. The kind of joy that grows slowly, in the cracks. I want to take a moment because today, April 8th, 2026, marks 50 years since my dad died. I was 11 years old. Before that day, he wasn't a story. He was just my dad. He was full of life, full of joy, and when he sang to you, you could feel it in your soul. He was part of my everyday life, part of what felt normal, safe, expected. Then, in a single moment, everything changed. The world was told it was suicide. The truth was far more complicated. At 11 years old, I didn't have the words for any of it. I just had the feeling that something had broken and nothing would ever feel the same again. Looking back now, I can see that was the first time my world shattered. That was where this journey began. Life after that became about survival. Not thriving, not growing, just getting through the day. I learned how to endure things no child should have to endure. Somewhere along the way, without realizing it, I became very good at holding everything together. On the outside. While inside, nothing felt steady anymore. There was no language for it then, but it was there. Years later, life asked everything of me again. By then, I was a mother to my daughter Kat, my second child, my baby, and she carried a light within her. She was creative, expressive, the kind of person who felt everything very deeply. She could make you laugh, surprise you, and fill a room just by being in it. She was also diagnosed with bipolar disorder at 12 years old. That was the moment everything shifted again. My purpose became very clear. Keep her safe. Keep her supported. Keep her here. For 10 years, we fought for that. We showed up. We tried. We kept going. And she fought for a long time. Despite everything, I lost her. Nothing prepares you for what comes after that. She was 22. There are moments in life that break you. Then there are moments that rewrite you completely. Losing my child was mine. There was a moment when no one was looking, where it felt like my life shattered and there was no coming back. No roadmap, no clear way forward. The truth is, I didn't put the pieces back together the way they were before. Something else had to begin. Slowly, quietly, something else started to happen. I began learning how to live alongside the grief, not fix it, not remove it, but carry it and still take a step forward. And then a realization came, one that changed everything. Joy's not something I lost. It's something I rebuilt. A quieter joy than the world advertises. The soft kind, the steady kind, the kind that grows in the cracks. Joy after grief is intentional. It's sacred. It's chosen. It didn't happen all at once. At first, it showed up in small ways. A cup of coffee that felt warm in my hands. A sunrise I actually noticed. A laugh I didn't expect. A quiet moment in the morning before the world got loud. A breath where I realized I made it through another day. A conversation where I didn't have to explain everything. A moment of stillness didn't feel very heavy, just calm. Those moments were small, but they mattered. They were the beginning of something rebuilding. Slowly, joy becomes a companion again, not replacing the grief, but walking beside it. Grief doesn't just take, it also reveals. It reveals strength you didn't know you had, compassion you didn't know you could hold, purpose that can only be born from surviving. At some point, I realized I had a choice. I could let grief define me, or I could let it refine me. I chose to turn my pain into a path for others, to support people navigating the impossible terrain that lives in the darkness. There is a moment when someone finally puts words to what you've been carrying alone, and everything shifts. You feel seen. You feel understood. You feel less alone. That is what this space is meant to be. A space where you can feel seen in the parts of life we don't always talk about. A space that reminds you, even here, joy is not something you've lost. It's something you rebuild together. As you move through your day, notice one small moment. It might be the warmth of your coffee, the sound of your name spoken kindly, a breeze that catches your attention, a memory that makes you smile instead of ache. Or simply a breath where things feel a little lighter. You don't have to hold on to it. Just notice it. That's where it begins. Before we close, I want to introduce something that will be part of this space. Something we'll do together once a month. It's called Say Their Name. Because the people we've lost still matter. Their names still matter. And the love we carry doesn't disappear just because life changes. This isn't about telling the whole story. You don't have to explain what happened, and you don't have to make it make sense. Saying their name is simply a way of acknowledging they were here. They mattered, and they are still part of us. I will go first because this space is built on honesty, and because none of us should have to carry remembrance alone. Today, I say the names of two people who shaped my life forever. My dad, Frank. My daughter, Kat. You are loved. You are remembered. You are part of the foundation I stand on. If there is someone you carry in your heart, I invite you to share their name. And if it feels right, just one sentence about who they were to you. Or simply their name. That is enough. So we can honor them together. I'm really glad you found me. This isn't about fixing the pain. It's about learning how to live alongside it and still find your way back to joy. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to take one step forward. This is the beginning, not of fixing, but of walking forward together. One conversation at a time. I see you. If you're rebuilding, one piece at a time, follow Kallaborate wherever you listen to podcasts and be part of the conversations ahead.